Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here, coach of your Wexford Wailords, and welcome to our Week 9 team building video for the MPL, the Major Pokémon League. This week we're up against a RecklessBat, coach of the Texas Tyrantrums. But before I get into that, I want to give a huge shout out to Bill Standish, who has designed the brand new Wexford Wailords logo. Hopefully you guys are digging it. It is insane. I love it. It looks so clean, and it was about time that we got a bit of an upgrade. The only thing I want to do is I want to give Bill a huge shout out for helping me team build this week. I mentally was not in a fine place to be able to do a bit of team building this week. So I did a rough draft. Bill kind of tidied up a couple of rough edges for my team this week, and hopefully it'll work out okay. I full faith that what he's done is going to work out. Huge shout out to Bill. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description down below. Definitely go check him out. He's a fellow NBL coach as well, P4G champion, the whole works. So definitely go check him out, you guys. Sorry, excuse me. No, that was not a sarcastic cough, by the way. That was a legit cough. But okay, some of you guys are wondering. But anyways, the Texas Tyrantrums coached by RecklessBat. Hopefully we pick up W. We finally got our first W in the MPL since we joined last week. Hopefully you guys checked it out. If you haven't, definitely go back and do so. His team, Reckless's team, as you can see above me now, consists of Landorus Incarnate, Infernape, which is one of his Z captains, Alola Muck, Vaporeon, Skarmory, Como, Decidueye, Meloetta, which is another Z captain, and Mega Diancie. So a couple of very scary stuff there. He's got Lando Eye. Now Lando Eye is not Sheer Force, that is Sand Force. So you know, it's not too bad, but it still has an awful lot of coverage, so it can be a nuisance to deal with. Infernape as Z captain is just terrifying, flat out just terrifying, no matter what. Muck puts in a good bit of work on my team because of the psychic types on it, but you know, we just got to deal with it. He's got a good bit of Vulcan, Vaporeon, Skarmory. Como can do a bit of setup shenanigans, which can always be scary. The Decidueye actually puts in a bit of work on my team, a bit scary, that thing. Meloetta, and then he's got Meloetta, and then of course Mega Diancie, which is just, that thing can hit like a truck and hit very fast and set up and all that kind of fun stuff. But anyways, we have hopefully the team that will be able to pick up another W for us this week. So out in front we have Celestial, the Cresselia, Honda Leftovers, rocking out Thunder Wave, Psychic, Moonlight, and Protect. 252 HP, 124 Defense, 60 in Special Attack, 4 in Spadef, and 68 in Speed. The idea basically is here that we can kind of sponge up basically any hit from the majority of his team, and we can, and it's going to be at least a 3-shot, unless it's like in a Z move from an Infernape, like a Z Flare Blitz or something like that. But we'd be able to take that, go for a Protect and a Moonlight, that kind of stuff, and then we'd be able to like Thunder Wave off a couple of his more scarier threats. Like if we could Thunder Wave the Mega, Diancie, Thunder Wave the Como, for instance, all that kind of fun stuff, which would mean that we'd be able to come in and be able to take care of it later on. So. And it's not as much of a threat. So that's the kind of idea with Cresselia: come in, sponge hits, and do an awful lot of work. Bill helped me fine tune this. I had an EV, so I took a lot of hits, but Bill kind of fine tuned it a little bit more so that we have the 60 EVs in special attack and a bit more EVs in speed, so that we can hit a couple of things a bit harder and we can outspeed most of RecklessBat's bulk. So, you know, huge shout out to him for actually fine tuning. He saw what I wanted to do and he fine tuned that one for me. So that was really, really cool. After that, we got Victory, our Victini Honda Air Balloon, rocking out a V-Crate, Fusion Bolt, Psychic, and U-Turn. 252 attack, 76 in speed, 18 in speed, hasty nature. Look, I'm going to quickly just run through what this thing does. We come in, we click V-Crate, and then we just absolutely decimate whatever is in front of us. Infernape doesn't do too much unless he's got like some other Z. He's got funky, like, say he's got the ground EMZ and goes for a Z Earthquake. That can do a bit to us. But other than that, it doesn't do too much. Muck can kind of come in and take one hit. Muck can kind of come in at full health after something goes down. It's not really countable, it's a check when it comes in. And we should have enough speed that we should be able to outspeed it. We should be able to speed it. If we're max speed, we outspeed it. But we outspeed it, or we speed high it, provided Alola Muck is max speed. So if we see that the Alola Muck actually outspeeds us, if we hit a V-Crate and it comes in, then we know Muck's got a lot of speed investment. But V-Crate hits so hard and across this team, bar Vaporeon, and even then we got the Fusion Bolt that absolutely smacked Vaporeon. Big mistake by me last week was not having Fusion Bolt. I had Wild Charge instead of Fusion Bolt. Don't do that at home, folks. Put Fusion Bolt on your team. We have a Psychic for the Como and then we have U-turn just to kind of pivot out if it needs be. I was reaching Cobra Berry because I wanted a way to be able to just like get out of dodge if a load of muck came in, but Bill suggested we go for the air balloon instead because that means Lander I isn't as much of a threat. And I originally had Glacier on the team on the move set, but V-Cray absolutely decimates him, which is very, very nice. Like it's not like it's got a chance to Oko. So it rocks up when you do a lot of damage to that Lando I. And then of course Scammer doesn't like dealing with us whatsoever. So he's got very few answers to this Victini, and I'm very, very happy about that. After that we got Suction our Electros, Honda Citrus Berry with Roar, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, and Volt Switch. I was originally leftovers, but Bill suggested we go for the Citrus Berry because it will help. It'll help us get more HP in throughout the battle because normally poor Electros it just gets worn down very quickly. You know, unfortunately, from my previous battle. So we're going to go with the Citrus Berry instead. We've Roar to stop any sort of like say course or set shenanigans that could happen when we're Electros on the field. Thunderbolt because Thunderbolt does a good bit to his team. Outside the Lando I, he's got not and the situation he's got nothing that wants to take Thunderbolt. And we have Como O, but he probably wants to keep. If he brings Como, he probably wants to keep Como alive and well for as long as he can. Hidden Power Ice to be able to hit actually said things that could take Thunderbolts. And then of course we have Full Switch just to pivot around. We got 244 in HP. We got 60 feet in speed to outspeed some of his more bulkier threats like the Vaporeon and whatnot. So we were able to come in and just click Thunderbolt and wreck it. We got a bit more in Speed Def so that Mega Density just doesn't run through us. We can actually, you know, potentially get a Thunderbolt off on it or roar it out or something of that ilk. And then the rest goes into special attack with a modest nature so we can hit really, really hard. So happy days with that. After that, we got Paper Cut our Kartana. This is actually one of the new additions that Bill added on my team. I originally had Tangrowth here instead of Kartana because I thought that I'm not going to lie, the CGY does a lot of work to my team. If the CGY comes, now it might not because I've got Tangrowth, but if the CGY comes, then it's a bit of a scary threat. I can't really do too much to it. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare. I'm not going to lie. Well, it's not that I can't do anything to it. Like I have Tusks and Victory to come in and absolutely smack it, but I just do not have a switch into the CGY. So that's the reason why I originally had Tangrowth come in and take hits off the Sidgewire, and that was that. But I did originally look at Kartana before, but I just didn't feel like we had I just felt like he had ways and means to be able to take a hit and, you know, be an absolute nuisance to us. But Bill kind of really pushed for having Kartana on the squad because he was kind of making a few points that once we get a +2. We do terrorize this team, and we do, to be fair. Mega Density could have a hidden power to be absolutely smack us, and Mega Density does outspeed us. But outside of that, unless he's got a Scarfer, he's not, and we're off kind of relatively full HP. We actually are going to do an awful lot of work to him. We have if we get to +2, we can go for the Z fighting. So the Z Sacred Sword will absolutely decimate a load of muck. Leaf Blade does a ton of work to the Lando. To the Sidgewire and whatnot, and the Z Sacred Sword also does a lot to Scammer as well, so there is that to be considerate of, to consider, and then the Psycho Cut does a lot to the Como O. We could have Smart Strike to be able to hit the Sidgewire a little bit harder, but the Psycho Cut does a good bit to it as well, so we're going to rock out with that, we're going to keep it that. And after that, it's basically very, very standard. We have max speed, max attack, and then we have the 4 in HP, so we have an odd number, because Infernape's got 108 speed, so we need that max attack and max speed. With the Giant, it should be outspeed Infernape, so it's not that much of an issue. So that's the idea behind Kartana. Hopefully it does put in a bit of work. I mean, I'm a bit afraid of the situation because we do not have the Tangrowth, but we'll see how it works out, and if it works out well, happy days. If not, we'll give it a go. After we got Jelly Baby, our Tentacruel, Honda Choice Scarf with Scald, Ice Beam, Sludge Wave, and Hydro Pump. Yeah, I know, Choice Scarf, Tentacruel, it's something you don't see every day, but this actually does put in a bit of work. I knew I wanted Tentacruel this week, but I didn't quite know what set I was, and then Bill kind of hashed out this Choice Scarf set for me. Because I was kind of thinking I want a bit of hazard support, if I'm being honest, but Bill kind of suggested the Choice Scarf set with this EV spread and all that kind of good stuff. And to be fair, upon reflection, he was probably dead right about it. And when he is dead right to go for it, a non-Choice Scarf Lando I will outspeed and kill out Ice Beam. Infernape, we can just go in, click Hydro Pump, decimate that. Mega Dance, we outspeed, decimate that with a Hydro Pump. You get the idea. And then of course, the Decidueye then isn't going to like coming in on Ice Beams too much on top of that. So and of course the Decidueye will be the number 1 Pokemon that is going to come in on Tentacruel, because after defensive Tentacruel, Rapid Spin and whatnot, the Decidueye comes in every time and can just Spear Shackle or something of that ilk, or set up Swords Dance, and it's just going to be a problem. Whereas with a Choice Scarf Tentacruel, if we click Ice Beam, predicting a Decidueye to come in, and he sees the damage go down, he knows actually we can't come in here on this Tentacruel at all. So hopefully Tentacruel can put in a bit of work, and we will see how it goes. Very, very standard set. We have enough we have enough speed. We have enough speed to be able to outspeed kind of his more stereotypical choice scarfers, such as like say the Como O, if he goes for a D-Dance or something of that ilk. And then we put the rest of the special attack with the Bond Nature, and we kind of spread the rest of the EVs in the bulk department. So we have the odd number HP and all that kind of fun stuff. And then last place we have Tusk, our Mammoth Swine, which was originally a choice scarf set. This was originally going to be my scarfer, but without having access to some sort of hazards we needed after changing around the Tentacruel, we have gone for this set for Mammoth Swine. So we have Ice Shard, Earthquake, Icicle, Crash, and Stealth Rocks. Enough speed to outspeed the Decidueye, so I'm happy enough with that. If something goes down, Tusks or Victini could come in and click moves and wreck it. Ice Shard to be able to wreck that Landorus Incarnate, so every time that comes in we can just come in, click Ice Shard, body it. Earthquake to absolutely smack maybe a Mega DNC. I don't really want to come in against Mega DNC though, let's be honest, but really smack that loading book. That is a big threat to us. Then we have Stealth Rock, of course, to be able to set up our own hazards. I'm pretty sure we're meant to be live 4, but I think it's leftovers here anyways. But I'm going to double check that it's meant to be live 4. And if there's a change before we press play, I will let you guys know. But that is the team, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, it will pick up another win for us. I thought last week went very, very well for us. We could have been a bit more of a bigger win, but but we got a touch unlucky, we didn't tilt, and we picked up the W, which is the main thing. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here today, folks. If you guys enjoyed today's team building video, please click like one down below for me. Make sure to check out Bill. He was a huge help to me this week, and not only the logo, but helped me team build. I was just not right mentally to team build at all this week. there was a couple of days I was just a mess, and I just wasn't in the right spot to clean up my team building shenaniganery. So he definitely did help me out, and he did design the logo. So definitely check out, link to his channels in the description down below, and definitely check out RecklessBat's channel description again down below to see his side of the team build and battle. And yeah, if you have any comments on the team in the video, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more Wexford Wailords action coming away on this channel or more content in general, please smash that subscribe button down below for me. On that note, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.